you know what happens. Hello, future people. Jason the Bruce here with Getting Tabled, and welcome to another Getting Tabled guide. This is one that's really easy to get into. And the more I talk about this over the next few minutes, the more obvious this is going to become. So, today I am talking about Gaslands. This specifically is Gaslands Refueled. This is the most recent version of the rules. Technically, you can still pick up the old version of this book online in a few places. I would probably argue that it's not really worth it. There's more in here and this is more up to date. But realistically, this and some Matchbox cards is all you need to get into the game. There's a whole community full of people out there that are customizing cars, selling 3D printable pieces or resin pieces to help you convert your cars. If you're someone that enjoys the creating your own stuff side of our hobby, Gaslands is arguably the most fun you're ever going to have. If you're someone that loves creating some of this stupid orc stuff out there that people love to do, this is that dialed up to 15. Most people, when they're building for this, tend to end up modifying their cars into a Mad Max feeling type thing or a Death Race feeling type thing. There's a few people that have modified the rules to become a Mario Kart type thing. It's cars with weapons, and whoever survives wins, essentially. It is a race, it is a war, it is kind of everything in between. So, first and foremost, the website that we're looking at down here is gaslands.com. Literally. When you first come to the website, you will be greeted here with just a general update on what there is. This is the old version of the rulebook that I mentioned a while ago. It has its own custom dice. You can just use regular dice. I'll get to that in a minute. Measuring templates are all available online for you to print. Tokens as well. So on and so forth. You can download the maneuver templates. You can also download the tokens. You can also buy them as well. There's third-party people that make these. If you decide to print these, you need to include the line in your cutout. It is actually stated that you need to include that. So you're not cutting through the line, you're cutting around it in order for it to work properly. On the downloads portion of the website, as I said, you can buy the rulebook either as a proper book or as a download. There's all your movement templates. You can download some stickers that you can print out and then customize your dice with. Also on the website, on the store, which has the same link to buy the rule books as before. As I said, you can still buy the old version, but technically it's not the most up-to-date one. Friends of Gaslands are people in the community that sell supporting the actual game itself. It's kind of like a win-win for the community. Hey look, there's Laserforge. We know Laserforge. Yeah, some of these names you will notice as people that you recognise. Some of these are really tiny businesses you've probably never heard of. Personally, I'm going to give a shout out to somebody I brought some stuff for recently. Lasercast. Really big fan of your product, guys. I actually bought some tokens, not some tokens. I bought a set of the templates from these guys recently, and some skid dice from them as well. And it's really nice quality stuff. One thing I do want to come across, just in case Mike happens to see this, Module R Terrain doesn't exist anymore. If you go to their Facebook page, which I think is what this links to, this is unfortunately somebody that's moved on and closed down. So, I'm going to move down. I'm going to show you series of different cars. I believe most of these are Hot Wheels. It doesn't really matter. That one's definitely a Hot Wheels. And some of them have already been customised. Some of them have not. This one here is just customised in a very, very simple way. I've just put the mesh in it and I've painted it. I don't even remember what colour this used to be honest. I think it was like a grey or a silver or something. But yeah, simply what I did with this, I removed the glass, or the plastic that was pretending to be glass from this, covered the windscreen in with a wire mesh that I managed to get from eBay, and I've kind of just left this one at that. I think this one just looks cool the way it is, just really simple. Yes, I realise it probably needs guns, but I don't really care, it still looks cool. This is one that I kind of started and didn't finish. And what you'll notice here is that you don't even really need guns. I mean, once this is painted, it will look like a gun, for example. But this is just an electronics piece. I think I bought like 50 of these originally from like $3 or $4. It was something stupid. Like really stupid, simple electronic parts that you just don't recognise once they're done up. I kind of had this really dumb, crazy idea for this car and I could never find the proper one. I wanted to do this up to be Mr. Bean's car, complete with the couch on top of it and everything. And just to be really dumb. And it's just kind of sat on the shelf for ages and I never actually ended up doing it. But that's what I intended to do, just because I just wanted to make people laugh. I thought it'd be funny. This is another car that I picked up at some stage with the intention to do something with it. This very obviously is a Hot Wheels one. I never actually got around to doing anything with it in the end. This can be as easy or as complicated as you want it to be. If you have leftover Warhammer bits, which include guns from Space Marines or whatever, they will be fine. If you don't have any stuff like that, and you don't really want to buy stuff like that, 3D printing stuff definitely works. Or just make something out of nothing. Like, it just has to represent. But like, the rules don't even say. I mean, that was actually designed to be like a minigun, just because I thought it'd be fun. Obviously, it's not finished, but you can make out of this whatever you want. As far as the rules is concerned, all you need is the toy cars. The reason that people customize these is because that's just so much fun. They pick a theme, they go with it, they build. There's some really scarily good stuff that people have been doing. If you are looking to join up with one of the communities and get some inspiration on this, I warn you, there's some really good people out there doing some insanely good stuff. There is an official Gaslands group. It is a private group, but this is an official one. But if you want to join up to this, like I said, there is some really, really good inspirational stuff in here to have a look at. I'm just picking stuff at random. Like, there are some people that have gone absolutely nuts. You could just lose yourself in this for hours. Just have a look, get some ideas, and then just have some fun. These things are $3 or $4 a piece. And when people start getting the motivation, they start building and they don't stop. And if you've been in this hobby for a while, you know what happens. You don't stop buying. If you want inspiration, it's definitely going to give it to you. But start simple. Don't start doing handfuls of cars at a time. Buy 3 or 4, do one at a time, and then build up from there. This is one of those games where you can just relax and have some fun. It doesn't have to be power gaming. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. If you would like to see more in this series and have suggestions of what games you would like us to do an introduction for, please let us know. We already have a couple in mind. If you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe. Share our content if you know other people that would enjoy it. If you would like to connect with us in other ways, all of our contacts are down the bottom, including a link to our Patreon page if you're in a position to support us. And until next time, play more games.